Welcome to the Uncle's Channel. Thanks for watching today. Let's talk about Snow Brothers Wonderland because we have an official release date. We have a new multiplayer trailer as well as a physical edition and a collector's edition that's all been announced here pretty recently. I'm a couple days late on this, but better late than never when covering Snow Brothers. Now, first off, the multiplayer trailer that came out doesn't really showcase like a whole lot of new gameplay. There's a few enemies here and there, like the frog with the cannons on his back. The first time we've seen a 3D rendering of him inside of a trailer. Some of the other ones are repeating. We'll get a little bit more look at some of the multiplayer characters. You can have up to 4 players local, which is pretty darn cool. And I can't say I'm like super excited about it. I'm excited for people who have 4 friends to play locally with. But for me, it'll probably just be one other person playing the game with at the same time. But you do have some different costumes they're showing off here because you can purchase costumes based upon your power-ups that you collect. I don't know, like we'll see how the game turns out as a whole. They didn't really give us a ton of new information. It does look like sort of a 3D rendering of sort of the old classical style. I'm not sure like how in-depth the game is going to be, but you can look at my other video I've covered on this as far as like if you want more history on the developers and such as that. Now the game is coming out on November 28th, so it's less than a month away. Which, we're in November, so it's definitely less than a month away. But they also announced a physical edition here. And the physical edition is being handled by Limited Run Games, and you can check it out on their website. I'll put a link to it in the description of the video. And the standard edition for Snow Brothers Wonderland is simply going to cost you $39.99 or $40 for it. And when you get it, you actually do get more than just simply the physical edition. You also get some art cards that are included. And I have to say, the artwork on the cover, I do like it a good bit. It's going to be sort of a watercolorish look. I wish the actual game looked more of the same, I guess, aesthetic of that. And they sort of done a watercolor appearance, almost like Octopath Traveler to a degree. Now, that would have been a cool Snow Brothers game to explore. Or you can go for the Collector's Edition, and the Collector's Edition is going to be $79.99. It's going to come in a nice little Snow Brothers box, I guess I would call it here. And as you're looking at it, the best part of the Special Edition, 100%, hands down, is going to be the snow globe. Because, like, what a perfect, I guess, special collector's item for Snow Brothers, a snow globe. You got Nick and Tom right there in the center of it, little Christmas trees off to the side. It says it's 5.5 inches tall. And so the big question is it going to be made out of glass or is it going to be made out of plastic? Because like true snow globes, they're made out of glass, but a lot of the cheaper ones tend to go the plastic route. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably plastic. I looked on the website. There's no inclination of one or the other, nothing that's said. But I'm going to guess for packaging purposes, it's probably going to be plastic. You also get a soundtrack for the game. And if it's anything like the music inside the trailer, that is going to probably be a disappointment because the soundtrack thus far has not been anything to like really pull you in. Just very, I guess, basic or royalty-free sounding music for a winter wonderland type experience. You also get an art book, and the art book looks pretty cool off to the side there. I would like to see what's inside the art book, especially since they're doing like a watercolor imagery here for the overall aesthetics of the game. Not the game itself, just sort of the artwork for the game. And so the artwork could be a pretty cool little purchase there. Also, if you give like more history as far as like King Scourge and the Snowland and all of that, I do have a Game Boy episode of Snow Brothers coming up, or Snow Brothers Jr., and so you can look forward to that. And I go into more of the history as far as like the storyline and such for Snow Brothers. But overall, I can't say it's probably going to be worth the $79.99. That's pretty expensive, especially if the standard edition is $40, which means the probably the digital version is going to be $30, maybe even $20. And so to go with $80 for the extra special collector's edition, probably not worth it, but that's sort of the case with most of the limited run games, unless you're like just a huge fan of the franchise. And I'm probably a bigger fan than most of this franchise, so I can't really see it going to be selling out super fast. If you do get the standard edition, it doesn't ship until January 1st, 31st, and if you get the collector's edition, has the same ship dates, so you are going to be looking about probably 2 months after the actual release. So you're probably going to double dip on the game anyway. And it does say on the Limited Run Games website, if you read about the game a little bit, it does say it's considered the third entry in the series. Now, there was a Snow Brothers 1, many ports to that, and then there was Snow Brothers Jr., which I'm going to call like Snow Brothers 1.5, because it did continue the story as on the Game Boy. And then you have Snow Brothers 2, which is going to be arcade, and there was never a Snow Brothers 3. The game just sort of dropped after that. You just haven't played out of ports and remakes and such. And so this is the actual continuation of the series here, the third entry. So this would be considered Snow Brothers 3, and the franchise has been going on for like 30 years now, so it's about time we get a third entry. So roughly every 10 years we get a new Snow Brothers game. But what do you all think? Are you going to be purchasing Snow Brothers when it comes out, or Snow Brothers Wonderland? The digital edition, my guess, $20 to $30. a physical edition $40, a deluxe or collector's edition $80. Which one are you most interested in? Are you going to pick it up on day one? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos listed up above, and go out there, find a great game to play. Simply have a great rest of the day.